Revan.Mehendesis says hello.
Welcome back. Working on pairing the how it's paired. Also updated version 5.8 of Unreal Engine. There has been Epic saying Blueprint will be Unreal 6. But it will still be usable. It will only be edited. Some YouTubers saying they did this with other, like they compared plugins, features. Like I think it's the Niagara for special. It took like years before they. So probably the blueprint will might stay longer than people because it takes long completely and also they don't plan to update Unreal to 5.9 as they said, but they will keep it on that. But it seems that now, okay, it's important for over plugins day and night. There's a built-in plugins, two built-in plugin for day and night cycles in Unreal. They are experienced. If they don't update to 5.9 the following year until but I don't care about it. I'm them because they are built. They are from. I have two plugins that got for free from other developers that I would check with you or checking that are experiment. Before starting, I want to go over talk a bit for don't yeah the small list. First thing, last few episodes I was searching. The word Adam was Adam could be as mankind and related to blood and ground, like not not clay because it's related to clay, but not in etymologically. It's related to clay in the words used when forming Adam. So it is written like Yahweh used Afar and Adamah or something like that. And this is how you did clay you mix powder, dirt from earth, and there's also clay very profound under the first layer of earth. Sometimes you can dig there and find clay, but you can make clay with Afar and Adama. And then I come the Yahweh, uh, the God, Kum, Knum, yeah, the Egyptian God, and I shall show of creation of mankind by Knum, which was a potter that takes clay and create the little idols. Also, the word used in the Old Testament for creating idols, Adam, Bethlehem, that can mean king mankind in as an idol of it, and he's making them male and female as if you read it. It said like he's making them in his own as his own idol, male and yeah. So I was searching, find like what I found was the Finnish word Adam, blood. So I was missing the blood. I didn't find one. He's it's if you search blood neighbor. Damn. So yeah, but Adam in Hebrew it's not very similar, but it's almost. Oh yeah, this is like the Dalet M Dalet. Is it Dalet? Probably Dalet M from left, from right to left. The Adam. Search like what prefix A. This one because there are two fired A. Hey, Adam. Adam was the Adam, but this prefix is the Ha. Fired Ha. Because decided Aleph is the A in our alphabet and the head of O, like a percent. First person I, so I blood. Adam could be I blood, my blood. But of course, that, but later, Gematria. I use a lot of this, deciphering the Old Testament by looking at the meaning, but it's very brag stuff. Gematria. Yeah, but associating numbers to it. Oh yeah, oh, it's the word gematria. There is not, but I know there is a guy like yeah, more around this time. It's more popular. Don't know. Don't remember. I know they use add bash, switching one letter with another. That is the equivalent with code stuff with bash. Okay, so there's gematria. Of course, there's this Nero. We know it's Nero because of some version is 116 on the text. We say the the equivalent of his name is, so it's a gematria system, because sometimes it's one time is edit add this in the same sentence. It is said his name is on every that the same time this text was written was Nero, uh, or Nero, and on if you take the name on the coin of Nero Caesar, use gematria, it gives 666 and 616 depending. Maybe it's a coincidence, but it's very fitting because no one could buy anything out the place the coin written at the same book and the name his name the gematria number, but in Greek. It's more the guy I'm looking for is related to the Sephirot, the tree, like there's some kind of spirit tree, like this is a spirit, your spirit, and the uh, Tami of spirit or something. But very, I know there's a guy in yeah, this this name. Yeah, it's so yeah, it's very used in Japanese Final Fantasy Brotherhood, still Brotherhood. Then it's the robot, not the Full Metal. They use it if you're 27. If you is like the then yeah, in Full Metal Alchemist. I want. This is just for Adam. I want it. I shown you this written version of the station. I wanted to show you how what we kept from, like the bullet of Evan is stored in Greece, but it was the bull of it's mentioned the Epic of Gilgamesh. Sure, what I mean. And maybe probably at that time this was, let's see, what is the date of the, oh no, it's still close to Pisces. Let's see, it's Stellarium. Stellarium, the thing is, I needed to pick so was minus, oh, okay, you have my like that. Where's Nightek? What would I read? Did I lost? Oh, it was the. Where did I put? I closed it. More up in. And today I will do the. I will show you in the plugins there is a sky in Unreal. Sky with constellation you can play with. I don't know if today I will reach it, but in the further episode I will go over. 7th century copy, the copy, but it was fire around. So let's go there. I want to see the constellation. There we go. This can help. Okay. Now let's go. Okay, it should be like in around near Iraq, Babylon. So, and the time zone. Let's go to the time zone. Of course, they didn't have the same. If you want exact date, sometimes this is like if you go around 100, 500, 1580, it's not the same where they use. Like if you search for Leonardo da Vinci in our calendar, it would be Taurus, I think, and it will be born to Aries. And if you go in this calendar, it would be born Taurus. But I know that there's a the calendar break the date. So I think you can change it. Not sure. So let's go minus 1000 BC. Let's go in the spring equinox. On this. Where's the sun? In Ram. So when they did this Molapin, this was the spring equinox. I prefer spring, but it seems that not always use the spring equinox. But why spring is likely than often more likely, especially more likely because spring is often the end of winter, and it's like a return to life, like the life cycle. It's like so spring would be similar to the bottom point. So spring start and then winter. Yeah. Oh yeah, that like let's see. There was one. Yeah, it stopped at one where it gets rotten. No, they don't provide the rotten one. They don't like the rotten. Yes. So spring would be there. And winter, I think, not exact. Winter would here like there's less. This could be like way. Yeah, they just use less of them. So yeah, similar to winter is ending, spring, then so on and so on. That's why spring first sign of Ram, but a bit at that time, yes, when they started. That's why the Greek Aries, everyone's used Aries as the first, but it's just the first because the equinox was this. The equinox was there to show you. So For them it was Ares when they did this, but Ares didn't exist. It's the Greek. They had instead of Ares, it's the shepherd, Hunga, Iron Man, or Iron, or Dumuzi, the lover of Inanna. There's a poem of Inanna like praising Dumuzi, and yeah, she's between two lovers, and she doesn't know if she wants to the farmer or Dumuzi the shepherd. A bit. It's a bit a conflict between urban cities, rural workers like shepherds. Shepherd were, or but today it's not the same. The farmer is rural, but back then you would go to the city, start to have more farmers. But back then, yeah, it was civilized farmer. Go out, you had hunters, people who travel their cattles, hunt, and like the shepherds too. Like when Moses, not the same. They're about 200 years away from, like when he's going out and he end up living as a shepherd with a tribe. Often the case, like when you weren't living, outsider shepherding, like David and so on. So yeah, so this was their spring equipment. We don't have this anymore. I will show you. Search what this Luhunga. Cannot search, it thinks that it's a web address. Still think because of the dot. The move. The term Luhunga refers to the term hired laborer. So it's the shepherd could be a hired. But yeah, in the poem, she identified the Muzi as the shepherd and another guy as the Anna. The poem of but hired. It's similar to a city activity. Maybe. Aries, the X, so let's see. Now, for me, let's see. As I said, now this actually this an recession of it. If we go back to today, it's spicy. So if we go at my Earth, I'm a spicy Aries because of the precision of. So if you are spicy, it, Aquarius. And as you can see, we are almost centering Aquarius. That's why there's the song like The Downing of the Age of Empire, the old 7 song. This is the Downing. I won't put it because I might get I won't put Aquarius the down Age of Aquarius because I might get no, I might get like copyrights. But in about 124 years, we will enter. People born Aries will be, in fact, Aquarius. So if I was born like it was 1,000, close to that. Until 1,000. No, I don't remember. I had my list somewhere. Because it goes back and forth. If I do like go back to minus Aries 2,000, it sometimes it comes back. It's as if it when you go like real fast, like you would go 100 years, you would jump hundreds of years. What it will do, it will do back and forth like that, slowly shift towards the other. Like it's not like a clock. It goes back and forth, and it slowly goes signs, and in the direction which I see. Yeah, that's what I see. Fact, if we follow the real precession, so when it was registered by the Babylonian and Greek, spring was in Pisces, and we know, like now we know, and like 2,000 years ago, started to be Pisces. That's why, probably why Jesus often linked to the Pisces and fish, because there is a stela I showed you, which link a bit Jesus to Pisces, Jesus tomb on. It's written in Greek. There's just this old sign too. It's not like 100% certain, but if you look at the constellation of Pisces, find the stela. I found it last time. Real fast. Oh, this one. So you see, it looks like the constellation of Pisces, or you could look more. Also, I said that when I found this, like I showed you this time. Early Christians were hiding from Roman, and they identified themselves with the Jonas whale, the story, and it might be from that they linked Jesus to a fish, but cannot be. Okay, it's the word fish, an acronym for Jesus. You write it in Greek. There's also that, but this is a bit where because if you I think you have Elisha etymology. Elisha is like the disciple of Elijah, and sometime in the text, so Elisha is the same etymology as Jesus, which is the same etymology as Joshua, which is the general, is Moses general. God saves. Elisha, Eli, save. So El is another name for Yahweh sometimes. It's also a name, like even Arab use El, and Allah comes from the hell, and El is a word like it's not just mean God, it means Lord. The deity that was named El, not West Semitic. In Semitic, like Arab language, are Semitic too. And he had an Asherah consort, and Yahweh has the same consort. So it's Yahweh is a children sometime of hell. So why this is so mixed with that? It's because you have many nations with different god, and sometimes you want to appease the conflict between them when you're a leader, so you mix their god with the syncretism. Talk about it a bit. That's the previous episode, like 2 or 3. So there's a religious syncretism. We don't have technical document on it. We just know by deduction that they did that. We have more explicit situation like syncretism, like I said, Hermanubis. You can read this religious syncretism. So Hermanubis is one of the clearest religious syncretism. It's a mix of Hermes and Anubis. Hermes is a Greek god, and Anubis is a Egyptian. So it gives like the head, the dog head, headed god, and they did that. People sometimes add patron gods, deities when they worked at some thing. They can pray to their god linked to their patron. There was like city protector deities that were placed in cities, and often you see like cleanups with the Jewish reform, like what in post antiquity, near post antiquity, like Joshua's reform, Islam, they start like saying, okay, there's too much God, let's clean up, and you have the like Islam, Mecca, the place of worship. There were like 1,000 more deities and souls in the, and they cleaned it up, just like Josiah's reform. Josiah, King Josiah in Judea. Lapin. What else there is? There's like many of them were. Passelbag was still a centaur. Still a centaur like Sagittarius. Scorpius is Scorpion. instead of Scorpion. It's still Gales. Yeah, Virgo is not there. It's called the Furrow. It was called the Furrow. A Furrow. That's a ground for it. Exactly. It's when the crop is ready to be taken from the soil. It's linked to agriculture, and it's the month of before winter, so you start to pack things up. You cannot plant any grain anymore. Winter will froze the land. I know the south hemisphere is the opposite, but they are in the northern hemisphere. So when we are in summer in northern hemisphere, and kind of different in the southern hemisphere. But yeah, September. I don't know how it is different because I don't live in southern hemisphere. But yeah, they had Aries. For them, September is still for us too, because we follow the shift. So even though the stars are shifting, we are still using the same months. So that's why it's a furrow for September. Lions like in August, and it's getting hot. A lion is getting burning fire, giving of a burning fire. I don't know Cancer. The crab. It was still a crab back then. The Great Twins. In Greece it became Castor and Pollux. I think they probably get inspired by the myths of those two guys, those two twins, Ugalira and Eslamte. Gatekeeper of the underworld. A bit like the dogs of Hades. Yeah, whatever. Also, yeah, wanted to mention at some point I wanted to know, like, because I've seen like people complaining, not complaining, but saying, okay, well, it's not scientific. The stars just cannot influence your you or yourself. And now, at what point does science? And one thing for sure, science is the ray, cosmic ray, that comes from the sky and the sun. And sometimes there are so many we cannot know the origin. But we are currently bombarded with cosmic rays, invisible cosmic rays. We can see them using pools of fume waters, and can labs. You can see cosmic rays with homemade labs with the fume. I don't know exactly what are the things you need. You check this video and it will show, like, you can spot them. I think you need visual thing. Come on. I remember seeing it, this video, and you need to set it up specific, but yeah, I don't remember exactly. I know we see them eventually. Let's listen.
More. That is so cool. I didn't really expect for the charged rod to make more steam around it and completely obliterate the mist on top of the water, but I should have expected it a little bit, because when I was experimenting with my cloud chamber, I noticed that when I charged up a nail inside of it, it immediately made mist form all around. So the charged air is actually being a nucleation point for the supersaturated water around it, so it can form these water droplets and mist around it. But it also wipes out the droplets on the surface. I can even get the same effect with the balloon that I just rubbed on my head. Or just a small plastic straw I rubbed on my head. All of the charges make the droplets disappear on the surface. Now this fits in well with research I have read about this, where they thought that the droplets on the surface had an electric charge, because they noticed that they were equally spaced out, and they would normally...
Okay, I'm not sure now. It's been like quite some time, but I think it's like this make the bubble
in these cracking patterns. Well, in looking at this a lot, I noticed that the cascade events frequently show up near the natural convection lines in the hot chocolate. The hot chocolate is continually cooling down as we're doing the experiment, so there's continual flow in the liquid due to natural convection. This causes convection cells to form that have a border. This is what you see on the sun and even in a boiling pot of water, where fluid on one side...
But yeah, you can... I think it's another one. Maybe it's... Oh, it's the same. So if you look at this, I think he's catching rays. Like he sees the on the fume or the bubble. I thought like maybe something could be explained the way something it can hit us, but what the cosmic rays does to us is it breaks our DNA. Not always, but it's a major evolution, mutation, genetic mutation. Cosmic rays hit sometimes the DNA structure, and the DNA structure to repair it. Sometimes it's create cancer. Sometimes it creates a mutation. And I was like, okay, maybe something with the specific amount of cosmic ray arrives to could influence how we are. But there is other factor that's important to know. It's that there is a solar max and a solar min, and this is like the sun is blocking cosmic rays, but he also produces cosmic rays, and some like the solar max, like you can see, it's a 11-year period cycle where it's get calm or not calm, like a max, and when it's at max, it blocks the external cosmic rays. When it blocks less external cosmic rays coming from like that could hit the heart, the earth, because the magnetic, maybe not the magnetic, but this max and min can reach the earth, influence what is the cosmic ray importance, reaching the Earth. I think. Like, also, I noticed like in the birth cycle and being the 9 month, there's the fetus phase, like the fetus phase, like it's similar to the it's not the fetus phase, it's the formation of the fetus around the 3 months before, 3 to 4 months before the birth, I think. Brain synapse. It's more the brain synapse. F7. Five. Yeah, it's not the infinite. Back before AI. Okay, synaptogenesis. Maybe that's what I was. 28. So this, because I noticed that, like, I read like all the description. Yeah, I can fit many sign, like it's really bad written. And one sign that fits a lot with me, it was Capricornus, and it's hard to music theory with the circle of fifth. The circle of fifth. This is complicated for. This is simple. So if I was Aries, if I'm Aries, Capricornus would be my minor. So if you put major, the scale of the F major. No, not the F major. F major. F sharp. G major. So G major. It doesn't. The circle. It's the major minor. Relative. Yeah. So if I play like in G major, in a major scale, I hit the same note as E minor. And this is R2. This is Aries, Capricorn. So I was like, why do I fit so with Capricorn as the description? And of course, like, it's just coincidence. If I go deeper, because you can like watch, learn things at the first read and not go further, and you will have a different interpretation than if you go very scientifically, thoroughly, and with tests and with the study group, and looking at it on a different angle, doing thesis and anti. And so there's a first degree of observation of thing which is very like fun, infantile, but it doesn't mean that it's false. It just means that you won't get result from it. Because when you do like a scientific exploration, you want to get result, repetitive. You do something to get to the truth, and the truth in the scientific exploration is when you get result from it. Even though like it would be false, then you get result. It's not that important because you get the result. The truth isn't important if you get the result. So it's more like the result is giving up the truth, the hidden first degree of observation, 0 degree. The first, like, it's an infantile observation where you don't go further, and in spirituality you need to have this infantile observation. It's a bit like a trust thing. Like if you check further, it means you don't trust. And that's the conflict that sometimes people with too much vision don't get. Like they don't understand that you cannot go further than the infantile observation. Spirituality, religion, because it's faith-based. To that I was saying about the Capricornus, it was like similar, but if you want like the best way to appreciate what astrology can do is more not going to the basic definition. It's more doing astral theme, even though it's not perfect, but it's better than astrology website. But the chart is more like, okay, this is the chart. It's not exact, of course, because they don't take in the precession of the equinox, but it's like more defined. It can, in the sense that you cannot fit a lot. The definition are so different that you cannot fit a lot of different signs to read them. And it's not a sign base. It's more like you have this planet at your birth, and at this place, and this other constellation at this place. So it means this definition, and of course it depends on the website, but at the end of the day, the definition becomes so large and different depending on the planet that it's hard to say, okay, I fit all of them. I fit all the signs, because there's too much. That's why a chart, astrological theme of chart, better than doing like a zodiac sign description. This would be like a newspaper back in the 90s, 80s, 70s. You had the astrology. I think it's still there. And it's just like randomly done prediction. They have a computer generating them. All of it for today. Just trying to find say that no one, not a lot of people take the time to check, or they just take what people say. They don't go further out. I like to give you the tool rather than taking my words for it. Okay, let's do this. So the first one, I have two free plugins on the day and night cycles. Like no, they are not free. I got them free. When they were in the B weekly free assets. Excellent. Just a reminder, anyone new here will watch this video because one later on I will get views. Oh, there's a little exclamation. What is this? I think it wants to update, but it can't update. Let's try it. Yeah, I don't know. Epic launcher, everyone complaining about it. I hope they don't vibe code. But I hope that the vibe code, if they use it, solve their problems. Because we know now Epic is pro AI. Like they don't try. Like okay. Tim Sweeney, the CEO of Epic, is like very pro AI. Versions like new, they implemented the MCP AI. So maybe I would try it, but I don't think so. I don't think I would try it. I don't like AI for replacing my creation activity. I want AI to solve the bug activities, not the creation activity, not the interesting stuff. I want AI to do the boring stuff. Like everyone. So when you have an MCP server to do the creative stuff, it's like yeah, solve the bugs. I will do the creative. Like AI is meant to be. Like you says you want to, like, people create a robot and do the boring chores, and currently it's the opposite. AI doing the fun stuff. You are left with the boring debugging that it cannot do, of project manage and prompting, doing loops. Come on, it does not. Let's vibe code this. Anyway, I will do it. Anyway, I don't use. Now this plugins is on 5.7. They didn't update yet to 5.8. So they, right? I got it in the free. It's this one. I have this one to test later. So the thing with this one, lightweight the night cycle, 2 people voted 5 stars. So it's not a lot of people. I got it for free, as I said. When you go in the library, no, it's in Fab. You have every 2 weeks limited time free. This week is those 3. like a Minas Tirith style White Castle. 2 stylized character with and switch the colors and thing already coded and probably and this I got by doing this for about 3 or 3 years. I got 2 day and night cycle free. So I will test them today and tomorrow and further. And but so I won't probably use them. I just want to see what they provide and what I can use to appeal, get inspired from. The attribution. Let's see. What can I do? Adapt remix. Okay. So this one, it's not replicated. It's not on 5.8 yet. And when you install it, it's a plugin installed in the engine. So it's installed in there, which is a bit bad because now I need to. It's in version. It's not. But the thing is, Unreal, as I said, the cycle plugin, and here are the. So this is the one I'm doing right now. Let's see this. I think, yeah, there's a document. Oh no, it's the same. The blueprint replicated, so I can use it in multiplayer. So the one I'm testing right now, I cannot use it, not replicated. If you go and I just want to check it, so I will revert, probably revert. It is. So if you go there, we'll say it's not replicated somewhere. Not replicated. So I will check and so let's go see Unreal. Unreal comes with 2, but they are not different. The same version. When you activate Celestial Vault, you activate the other one. So this one is the basic. It's a time of day. Oh, it's day sequence. Day sequence. So yeah, it's day sequence. One word, but you can activate it alone. It's just the day and night cycle. I will test it at the end because it's probably this one that I will use. And if you activate this one, Celestial Vault, it will activate this one. I'm not sure, but last time it seems to activate it. So it uses, yeah, as you can see, in the day sequence plugin. But this one is it allows you to create your own star system. And yeah, maybe I will use it in this game. I'm not sure. It's just a feature. So if I use it, it would be like just it would need to be useful in the gameplay. So I might not activate it right away. Since I use this, I would use this sequence. I will. It would be easier to use this one. as you can see, you can make your own constellation. Did it roughly. What I would want to do, have a sky, night sky, like in the movie. I don't remember. In my memory, it's cool. Yeah. I want a night sky with a full blown no atmosphere. Because not our night sky is dim because of the atmosphere and the city light. But if we add no atmosphere, no city light, night sky would be like looking in like that. Can we see this picture IRS now? Yeah. Something like that. You see the stars. In fact, the sky, what we see is not that colorful to the bare eye. The desaturated telescope blown the because they mix different receptor, I think. But I want to make very realistic. Who can do that? That's why. I don't know. I want to keep it I want it's cottage core or the fantasy world cut. I want the fantasy cottage world. It needs to fit, but I don't know. I might like do concept art to find the perfect one. Blown out, colorful. Okay. So let's see Celestial Vault for the newbies. No, not the newbies. People who don't know what it is. Yeah, there's no video. Damn. But on YouTube, there's a guy who shows how to implement it. As I say, I might not use it right away because it's a feature itself. And if I use something, I want it to be useful in the day. And every feature you add to your game is like a month of a nightmare. So you want to keep it possible. This is the DC, which has the atmospheric and I think everything. But post process, all this. Oh no. Fog is all in one shot. DC. And then you can show the time. So we need to fit my timer with this because my hunger needs to be synced with time. My fatigue my draining system, everything needs to be synced. Timer, the global timer, and it will need to be replicated. Okay. Day night. One instant. I think it's this one. What was this? Day night cycle. Day night manager. Oh, that's day night manager. This one, the plus. I think. Blueprint class. Come on, don't mix. Okay, yeah, there. I'm better closing them. That way I don't mix. I don't like this. Hello? Music. It's getting on mine. My favorite from Final Fantasy 7. It's the best one. They made an hour long version. Until I'm tired. Yeah, I said like the Stone Age, not the Stone Age, but and if you look at, listen to this video about Stone Age.
What Stonehenge is, I don't understand what the hype is. I gave up on Stonehenge so long ago because I've heard so many things.
Okay, I went on an expedition, and the expedition head, his name was Gerald Hawkins, and he wrote a book called Stonehenge Decoded, where he was one of the first, if not the first, to identify it as an astronomical observatory rather than simply an occasion for religious gatherings of ancient peoples. Stonehenge had long been associated with the work of the Druids, but carbon dating and other methods and tools to figure out when the stones arrived there and were erected has it predate the Druids by upwards of 1,000 years.
Oh,
so
wow.
it could not have been the Druids. That does not mean the Druids didn't fully embrace the existence of Stonehenge.
Well, it was kind of hard not to. They're giant
Yeah, it's
rocks.
just hard not to. Yeah, what? Somebody else built it, use it, right?
Yeah, right.
Stonehenge is a set of circles of huge stones. I mean, these things are way bigger
2000 BC.
Human beings stacked 2 or 3 times high. And these stones weigh multiple tons. It's called bluestone. That is not available in the area where Stonehenge was erected.
Oh, look at that. We've imported
found
only the finest bluestone for our monuments.
Imported from Italy.
Indeed. Oh, you thought Italian marble was something to wonder. Oh, no, my friend. It's all about the bluestone now.
So these are bluestones, and they came from miles away, okay? And so the question was, why would anyone do this? What was it about? What motivated them? What was driving them? And the most obvious thing, if you look at it for the whole year and map it out, is that there is an alignment of what's called the heel stone. This is a stone that sits well outside the circle of stones. And if you look through an opening in the stones, at the heel stone, on the morning of the summer solstice, the sun rises exactly over the heel stone.
Oh, wow.
So it's a very astronomical moment for this thing. If it is religious, that religion cared about the summer solstice.
The solstice.
Okay.
Right.
What Gerald Hawkins further did was he noted that there were these holes dug in the ground, 56 of them, outside the perimeter of the outer rim of stones. But these are vertical stones. They're called menhirs. And it's the henge, what I think of as these vertical structures made of stone. Stonehenge. When I got to Manhattan, we have vertical structures that are buildings.
So summer solstice is 21 of August, I think. Summer. So 21 of June. 2000 years ago was Cancer. Thing. But the sun was we cannot see the Stone Age to be written. Not that we but it's aligned to stars. This is and now Stone Age at this. Be cool they made an update with 3D. How to this, yeah. As you can see, it didn't always use. In this plugin, what this plugin? Okay, this document explains what the plugin does, what each blueprint facing feature function is for, and why it behaves that way. What is the plugin? Ignite State Manage at advanced game time. In real time second updates world visual. Expose event. Day start, night start, hour range, let's subscribe to a reusable component. Oh yeah. The core idea is one manager, control time globally, and many actor list. Main blueprint class. As you know, blueprint will be deprecated. Everyone is upset. Imagine all the guy making plugins, selling plugins like that. And actor will be deprecated. Unreal 6 coming, which is like Bevy engine. Then yes, Rust in game engine, which is a component system. Which is more like Unity also. Component. Can run multiple components. Here to find like a group of components. One shot. Place this actor in your level 1. It is yeah, actor, if I'm not mistaken, versus component ECS. In Bevy engine, ECS is very good because Rust run on multiple, so it's becomes very easy to have many components, and maybe that's why. But I don't know if they run on. It depends what is the planted multicore. I don't know the structure of Unity, I know it. Who's this? ECS for Unity. Entity component. Yeah. It gathered the data. Gather. Which probably reduce the cache miss. Yeah. Memory layout. It probably reduces cache miss. If your memory system is too spread out in usage, the information that is brought from memory to the caches near the CPU. So yeah, the CPU uses 3 caches, the L1, L2, L3, which is very close to sometimes inside the CPU, sometimes just depending on the architecture. Sometimes it's outside, very near. Sometimes inside. I think, not sure. Yeah, it depends on the. So when your CPU read your program, it brings your variable into sometime when it repeats, like from memory, your RAM to CPU. At some point, it wants to avoid going back and forth, so it brings chunk into the L caches. So instead of going to the RAM, it goes to L caches. But if the those memory fetching is too widespread into your RAM, it will too often remove what is in the L cache and replace them. It's called cache miss. So if it's an ECS, it takes all the components are set side by side in the memory RAM, so rarely in L caches they are close by. Now he gets the cache and the cache thing there. Why? Yeah. And it one reason, like as I said in Rust, the other reason is that Rust is it's multi-threaded. You don't need to code in. Already in using alt, so it's already made like using all CPU. So it's not it's should be like related to cache miss the same way as this, but the component in Rust in Bevy Engine, since it's in Rust, it has like can read. Yeah, I cannot make the link. Cannot make the link, but you can deal with multiple components once. Like you can flag component and to find them. Like you can give a flag a name and say, okay, get me all the component with are associated with this flag, and it's easier to get, like it's like for loop, or I don't remember exactly. Yeah, I really like it. I need to go back to it eventually. So let's continue. Place this actor in your... Okay, this is like the main one. Manager, usually things you want to avoid. But it's fine until you need. I think like it's fine when you start structure and you don't know where it will be, where it will go, and you know that eventually do multiple other stuff. So yeah, it does a lot of stuff. Like he could have separated, but that's the issue with manager and that class. Is it the right name? That object is an anti-pattern in oriented programming where a single class centralized too much. It seems that it's starting to be a God class, God object. That does too much because you can see calendar, board visual, the transition. But yeah, I could have done the same problem. I might do the same problem too. Because it's easier to build and later separate, because you don't know what you will end up with sometimes. You are not used to it. Yes. So there's the clock setting. Current time of day, real second time, fire. Okay, let's see if we can find it. Did it? No. So there's no plugin. It has to be like in the editor. That's so to install it in the so I cannot modify it. I can copy it there. Marketplace or 7 in the program file. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, it's very huge, as I said. So, guitar. Day night driver component, which is the component you add. Okay. Maps, the test map, blueprint, data and manager blueprint. So it gives us like the main nodes, find events, get current weekday, get the factor, and are different. Okay. What's this warning? Test actor. Yeah, night subscriber component. Okay. Test area. Construct text. Oh, the dinosaur head. Work. Pub. Bed. Up. Day night manager. Example simulation workshop but bed. Bed. More information. See duck. Not fall game. Bio. 1 day in Northfall. Okay, so they are working right now. Hello guys. What is this? So will I wait like the whole day? Anyway. Manager. Why is there multiplayer and new game mode there? Use my online. Why does it use my online player? Game session. Area. There it is. Run day. Okay, it moved. time scale multi. Yeah, wait. Doesn't seem. Okay, wait. I see the Ira. They go to the pub. And they go sleeping. Sun. That's Smith. They go to work. Where's the sun? Fast that fast? Yeah, we reached it fast. They go shopping. What are they shopping? They go to sleep at 6 p.m. I cannot go faster. 5,000. 500,000. Oh, there's one in... Oh, he's dead drunk in the pub. He spent the whole night there, sleeping like sleeping on a bench outside the pub. Oh, he gone to work right away. I mean, must be like face drunk, face. How do we say face something? Third face. Completely. Working. Okay, let's go. Let's continue. So, everything with this. I've seen everything. Does the area have something special? It's just the text. Okay, I just everything. So at least I can like check this and get inspired, but get the night. I don't know what it means by the night factor. I will add stuff that I need. Finding the events. Okay. Let's go to the next. The thing is, I want to update Unreal 5.8. I want to bring this to Unreal 5.8. Stay with you. I will bring it outside house. And tomorrow I will, or next episode, I will check the other one with you. The other plugin. Time for. Okay, time for a little plug. Let's go. Factorio. There's an update. Okay. Continue. Okay, it's a new level. I need to repair this. Need to repair everything. What is that? Who's warning? Okay, I don't see any engineer corpses. No, so they do that. It looks like they were researching advanced technology here. If I repair the base, I can continue their research. I will need to repair the rail infrastructure too. The local resource patch will run. Repair the base with automated rail transportation. Okay. So electricity comes from there, and there's like a rail system here, but I don't get on piece. There it is. Oh my goodness. Took all of it. How? What is it? Come into? Oh. Okay, let's repair it before going. I will sneeze. Yeah. Yeah. Please don't sneeze. I need to find the electricity. How do I enter my car? No. Come on, don't do this to me. Damn it. Come on. Not set, not set, not set. Set. Enter vehicle. E. Let me go. E. Down. Up there. No. What is the other system? Heading. Oh my goodness, it's worst. Oh my god. No. Okay. First the electricity posted. There's Beastie. Oh my. Oh my god. I'm almost dead. Repair fastest. No. 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 My car. No. Not auto save. More preparation. Okay, what I will do is bring some weapon. Here. Okay. There and power. Power. Laser turret. Why they don't? Their civilization was destroyed. Paired. It doesn't have power. Still no power. Not powerful enough. Oh, there's no sun. And this road is broken. Do I have the road? I need plate. Aye, it's broken. I need to destroy the map. So I have my turrets. I need a saving. What is that? It's like what are those? Empty? None of them is of some. Do I have enough bullet? Right. No. All of that is for me. Are you ready, Combo? The sun's out. I make a little road here. I don't have plates. I didn't pick the plates. Plate. Okay, so just need to. The fuel comes from there. Delaware. This was not fuel. This was rock. Oh, there's some fuel in it. Okay. Oh, it's full. Oh, the guy who made this wrong. They pull some dirt. Not dirt, but the wrong stuff. Pulls dirt. This one. Yeah, this one is broken. It does not want to move away. Okay, well. Where it goes. Where does it go? I don't need it. Oh no. There is blood in the milk. It's too much. There's nothing to do with this shit. Sorry for the wood. I don't know what is this nightmare. I will kill the out. I don't know what is. I just need to repair the railway. But I don't have the technology. It's time to kill some. Not time. What? Why? Oh, I bump into this. Oh, there. Is it missing some pipe or something? It's supposed to go underneath. That don't have plates. Yeah, it's too broke. I don't know. Supposed to. Something like that. The pipe are broken here. Straight to the machine. There we go. Straight into the machine. There we go. Anyhow, I need to go and destroy. Up it and there's nothing happening. Ouch! Right in the face. Ah, yeah, yeah. No. There we go. Go to the clean it. Aye, aye, aye. There we go. Oh. There we go. Now, I have no idea. I need to make the techno rail better, destroying all the crap. Okay. Okay. So first thing, what is? I need pull out. Okay, so the thing is, if you want to do this correctly, like I did the wrong way. before. This is even the example they use there is intentionally wrong. So the good way to look at people that are very they make a main road with computer-like structure. Let's see. What's the name? Factorio. How to build a main. So yeah, this is. You have many people who explain it better than me. But yeah, it's already old because it's getting old. The main bus. So you make like a big road that brings everything at the.
You don't need a degree to become.
Yep.
Who heard it before? Ah, it's my base. Welcome to the Ultimate Factorio Guide. In this video, I will show you everything what you need to know about the best base design in the Factorio, called the main bus. Your view of the spaghetti will change by 360 degrees and
it's the same wording as in coding. So we say spaghetti code.
And from carbonara to bolognese after you watch this tutorial. This video is one of my ultimate Factorio tutorials which explains you everything in Factorio. What's more, it's divided into chapters, so you can easily find any information you are looking for. Without any further ado, just jump to my ship and let's start with the question, what is the main bus in Factorio? Main bus is the name of those belts in the middle of your base. They can go from left, right, top, bottom or diagonal. It doesn't matter, just place them whenever you have a space for it. The main idea of this design is to have a main supply lane in your base, and whenever you want to craft something, like for example red science, you simply borrow copper and iron from the main bus, and you are free to build the production. This design makes expanding way easier, because you are not getting lost in your own spaghetti. Like, try to add something to this base. Impossible. But what about this? Very easy to do anything. Where to build a main bus? Construction of the main bus seems very complicated in the beginning, and it might look like an overkill with all those belts and wasted space. But if you spend some time in the beginning to design a nice bus, you will definitely thank yourself later. Like I mentioned before, main bus require a lot of space. So when you're looking for a spot for it, it's good to find a place without cliffs, trees and water, because otherwise construction of the main bus will be way harder than it needs to be. Main bus can be separated into three core elements, which is a supply area, main belts and crafting area. First element is a supply area. Like you can guess, it's used to provide main bus with basic resources. In the early game, it will be only smelting columns, which will produce iron, copper and steel. By the way, the whole video about smelting, which you have to see, is in the description. But come back to the supply. In the mid game and late game, you will use a different way of supply. Trains are one of the most important elements in the Factorio, so leaving enough space in your supply area to switch from a small starting ores to supply trains with ores would be nice. At some point, you will also change your smelting columns into trains with already smelted plates to take advantage of productivity modules in the electric furnaces. You can also supply your main bus with bots or bots and trains, but it will take a lot of electricity and computing power, so I recommend just trains and belts, because everything here will be in constant use. Second, and the most important element of the main bus is a main belt. This element itself is also often called a main bus. It follows a simple structure, 4 belts with supplies and empty distance of 2 tiles repeated a multiple times. This is the most popular design, because yellow underground belts have a distance of 4 tiles. So thanks to 4 tiles of belts and 2 tiles of spacing, you you can easily use splitters and undergrounds to move necessary resources to crafting areas. You can also build a main bus using red belts and 6 tiles of belts with 2 tiles of spacing, or blue belts with 8 tiles of belts. But design with yellow belts is the best, because you can build it from a very beginning, unlike red and blue solution. And when you start consuming more resources than a throughput of yellow belt, you can always upgrade it and simply keep 4 belts to spacing design forever. Third element of the main bus is the crafting area. It is a line of assemblers built perpendicular to the main belt instead of your usual spaghetti. Thanks to the main bus, you can quickly supply it with all the resources and start crafting right away. For example, if you want to make a production of engine units, you have to take steel and iron from the main bus, build a production of pipes plus gears, and use it to craft a ton of engine units which will be used later in different recipes. If a product is often used in other recipes, like all kind of circuits, you should put output back to the main belt to use it later in different crafting areas. You should build assemblers a few tiles away from the main bus, because it will be easier for you to mix different inputs from the main bus. If it's your first time with the main bus, I'm recommending you to build crafting area only on one side of the main bus, because this way you can add more belts to the bus without any need to rebuild your assemblers. If you know what you are doing, then building on both sides of the bus will be smarter and more efficient. Now you know what is the main bus and how to build it, but you are still not sure what to put on the belts? 21.4%.
What could you do with a metal 3D printer? Introducing
a bit
It's
too
not the way
much.
to go. Long story short, you should put only resources that are commonly used to build it, but you are still not sure what to put on the belts? 21.4% of you probably wants to put guns and oil on the main bus, but it's not the way to go. Long story short, you should put only resources that are commonly used in different recipes, like green circuits, and those which take less space than their ingredients, so copper wires shouldn't go to the main bus. You can of course customize main bus up to your needs, but something what is the must have on the main bus is at least 4 lines of copper, 4 lines of iron, 1 line of steel, and 2 lines of green circuits, called electronic circuits. That was the bare minimum for the main bus. My recommendation would be to add few more belts, like 1 line of sulfur and 2 lines of plastic, so it will be easier to build a nice looking refinery and outsource the outputs. 1 line for advanced circuits and 1 line of processing units would be also useful, because they take a lot of space and time to make, and they are commonly used. From a very basic materials, 1 line of coal and 1 line of mixed stone and stone bricks. Thanks to those materials, you will be able to craft all the science in the game without building a lot of spaghetti around. Like I said, those are my recommendation, and you can put other resources like iron gears or batteries on the bus. Everything is up to your preference.
Okay,
so if it's your first time with the main bus, just place few more empty belts and you might find a use for them later. Like I'll find use for those green rockets later.
Okay, let's do it. So there's a main we need, and a sector. Resource, fling, crafting. So look at the map, it's horrible. It's horrible. Did we come from there? What is this? Upper ore. So that's it for just basic. We need to continue. Thank you for tomorrow.